Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge View.
Ambition is one of those light card games, almost like a micro game, where there's only so many cards in the deck. So when you get your deck together, you're going to take a couple cards out so you don't know exactly what is in there. You'll pass them out, and each player will bluff and play a card in order to get to a number of coins that you're going to get. Pretty simple game, but it's a little bit of a hand management about which card do I play, which one are you going to pass on, which one are you going to take out, what information are you going to give out. And it's fine. It's one of those little quick filler little games. You could play with non-gamers very easily. There's an expansion in this that you can easily put in and makes the cards a little bit more in-depth, but it's not a whole lot to hold on to. It's a rather thin game, not a lot to go on here. I think Coup might be a little bit better. That's probably who it's competing with, and it's probably not as good as Coup. I like that whole kind of bluffing thing in Coup, but this is a good thing if you like Coup, you like those bluffing type games of very simple of cards that you'll be playing. This is one to check out. I don't think it hit as hard as some other ones, but this is one that you might enjoy. But just understand it's not going to be like this in-depth Euro game that you're going to have, and it's going to have somebody to take that. There's going to be cards that will take coins from you, give coins. You're going to play a card, you're going to get a lot of coins. And that was kind of a flaw in the game. It was the same thing over and over. Get a coin, save a coin, give a coin, take a coin. So it's not something you might want to play 15 times in a row, but there are some good times on behalf of this. Even though I'm going to purge it because I'm going to keep Coup and some other games I'd rather have, this is a very strong game that I liked for the speed of it, what you're doing, and the ease of play. Here is Ambition. I do have to admit, I don't know how I got this game. I do have a lot of games. And this looks sort of prototype-ish. I don't know if this is a final product or not, but I'm going to show it to you. It does have a nice indentation here to open up. You're going to need some coins and some tokens that are going to be cardboard. These came bagged up, which are nice. They don't feel like a finished product, but maybe they do. They have this really nice feel to them. I actually like these quite a bit. Some people may not. But the artwork looks kind of weird on some of them, but I do like this quite a bit. You're going to get a set of cards. Now, I have to admit, these don't feel like regular cards. They feel almost like plastic or cardboard-ish. I don't know, but I like them a lot. I do like these cards quite a bit. You can see they have the side on it. And then here's the 4-card expansion that you're going to get with it. And inside, you're going to have a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a minute. I actually like these components. They feel out of the ordinary, but I like them. Here's the rule book. It's going to fold out. I'm not a big fan of these, but here you go. This is all the rules. So this is the expansion stuff over here. You're going to have a little bit of story, how do you play, setup, and then the game will be right through here. Probably take you 5-6 minutes to read this, the expansion here. The other side's explanation of every card in the game, including the expansion grayed out. Excellent job. I like this rulebook quite a bit. So the game itself is a race to get 10 coins. First person to get 10 coins is your winner. What you're going to do is you're going to take all the character cards, you're going to shuffle them up, and you're going to take one out of the game. So nobody's ever going to know what this card is. It'll be out of the game. You'll never know for sure. And that just opens things up so you don't know exactly what's in a deck. Everybody will get 2 character cards. You're going to take a look at your 2 character cards, and on your turn, you're going to play one face down, and the other one will just kind of stay in your hand. And then what you're going to do is everybody's going to pick a character, and they have to pick a different character. So then you have this kind of player aid here, which everybody had a player aid, but you don't. And I think there's a little bit of a learning curve to learn this. But let's say you say the Madman. So if anybody played the Madman, it cannot activate. Another person might say the Thief. They don't want anybody stealing from them. So the Thief won't activate this turn. So if you played the card, let's say I'm playing the Thief. So if somebody said the Thief, then I would not flip this over because it's not going to be played. But if somebody didn't, I could just knock down, and maybe I don't want to activate it for whatever reason. But if I do want to activate, then I'd flip it over, and I would activate. In this case, I would steal 2 coins from somebody. And that's what all the cards will do. They'll all do a little with something. So the Huntsman, you're going to have this. So the first player is going to have this little scarab that'll be going around. When you have the scarab at the end of the round, you'll pass it on to somebody else. But Huntsman says if you have the scarab, then you get 3 coins. The Bodyguard, you take a single coin from the supply, and you name another character, and that character will be blocked. So maybe you didn't want the Thief to go, or whatever. And then you have the Assassin. And the Assassin here, you can take a single coin from the supply, name any other character. If another player has that character, whether it's active or not, they remove it from the game. So you might be like, I want the King out, who gives 3 coins. Okay, great. Assassin just killed the King, and the King is out of the game. And that's kind of how it works. So you just play the one card, and after the round, you pick your card up. So let's say I played the Thief, like in my original example, and I had the Huntsman in my hand. So I would pick both cards up. I'm going to pass one to this player, and this person over here will hand me a card. I gave the Witch away, so I now have the Huntsman, and I have the Bodyguard. Next time I play a card, maybe I play the Bodyguard. It gets revealed through gameplay. I pick these back up, and, I pick which one of these two cards I want. And that continues on until somebody has 10 coins. Now, there is an expansion with these 4 cards, which it makes the game play with 5 players. The base game's 2 to 4. This gives you 5 players. So, take a goal from the supply. You can name 2 characters that have not been eliminated from the game and not already allied. You cannot name them. You have the Wizard. You point a finger at another player and say the word silence. And that player is handed the silence token, and they can't talk next time and thus can't block somebody. So these just give you extra characters that you can play with. You can just add these into the game, but it does make the game playable with 5 players and just 4 additional characters that you have. And this game, I'm not really sure if it's been released or not, but you can just add more and more characters to the game. And there's a little bit of a learning curve to know the characters. You really need to plan for them, but it does add to the gameplay quite a bit. Who should play this game? Anyone who's looking for a light filler, you're looking for that lighter game, something of this nature looks interesting. Maybe you don't like all the lying that's in Coup. Coup tends to play it the same way where somebody's lying over and over and over again, and you're looking for something a little bit different. Ambition could be that for you. For us, it's going to be a Purge. Just didn't fit in with our group. I don't play a lot of these games, so I need a fewer of them. If you're somebody who needs a larger set of these because you're playing the same ones over and over, this will definitely hit that pill for you. For us, it's going to be a Purge, though.